Let's talk about the difference between prison in Norway versus prison in the United States. As you guys know, I did 5 years in maximum security prison in the United States of America. And it's a lot different than doing time in prison in Norway. I understand that Norway's prison system and their goals towards rehabilitation are a lot better than the barbaric trends that you find in the USA. But I look at this stuff right here, like I look at this picture, and I'm like, man, they got pottery classes? Come on, bro. In the States, people will be making weapons out of those. No question about it. Playing volleyball with a guard? Oh my goodness. I couldn't even imagine talking to a guard, let alone playing volleyball with him. You gotta understand, in America, a guard will watch you get stabbed and do nothing about it. Matter of fact, they'll wait for the dude to finish before they even try to come help you. This is a prison cell. This is better than the average American lives. This is a nicer apartment than apartments I've had. Look at that bathroom. Look at that bathroom. That bathroom is amazing. That's nicer than the bathroom I got right now. Is this guy in prison or is he in college? This looks like a college dormitory room. Is that a guitar? My goodness. Grocery stores, yo, they really treat you like a real human. And this is to prepare you for when you get out. Because when I got out, going to a grocery store was a shock. I was like, so many people around me. I didn't know what to choose. And they're playing video games. Everything just looks so normal. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Because prison in America is not like that at all. I'm finna show you what prison in America is like. Prison in America is like this. I mean, look at this. You got 2 bunks, a sink, and a toilet combined. And that sink is where you get all your water, water to drink, water to cook your food, water for everything. Then you got, this cell is actually a lot bigger than the one I was in. If you cut that about in half and make the wall be right next to where the toilet is, that's the cell I spent 5 years in. This is actually the exact prison I was in, the Oregon State Penitentiary in Salem, Oregon. You can see there's a 40-foot wall that surrounds the whole prison. And me, when I was younger, leaning against that 40-foot wall, taking a picture. And of course you got barbed wire and fences everywhere. You don't see nothing but the prison. And me again when I was younger, in that exact spot. Look, you can see the same buildings, the same fence, the same everything. That's me in the yard taking a picture. The one thing about prison in America is that it is not safe at all. So you gotta work out, you gotta be on your grind because your body is your armor and you gotta be ready for action at a moment's notice. What's actually crazy is that the Norwegian Correctional Service actually went to that prison I was in. Look, the Oregon State Penitentiary. Look at this here. The Oregon State Penitentiary talking to a trainer from the Norwegian Correctional Service because they wanted to teach them how to treat people properly and not inhumanely. How Norway is helping to restore humanity inside U.S. prisons. And that right there, the picture you're looking at, is the Oregon State Penitentiary. Of course, they don't do that until after I get out. So I was in there with all the madness, all the violence, all the inhumane treatment, 23-hour lockdowns, solitary confinement, all the everything. Now they're learning how to be taught de-escalation because that might help violent situations. Oregon is one of a handful of states testing the Norwegian-inspired approach to prison reform that's designed to bring greater humanity to corrections and improve conditions for staff as well as those who live behind the walls. When I was in there, they'd send you to solitary confinement over anything. Like, talk back to them, solitary confinement. Obviously, like, fight, stuff like that. But, I mean, it was like anything. They would just be like, boom, solitary confinement. I've been so much time in solitary confinement, it's crazy. Norwegian techniques dramatically increased the time people spent outside their cells and, in turn, reduce disciplinary actions and violence. I honestly can't even believe that the United States needed another country, that the Oregon State Penitentiary needed Norway to come and tell them that if you lock someone up in a cage for 23 hours a day and treat them inhumanely, when they get out, they're gonna be violent. It's like mind blown, right? You should stay out of prison at all costs. It's always better to be a law-abiding citizen in whatever country and whatever laws that you need to abide by. Even in Oregon, they'll say that prison is the punishment. You're not sent to prison to be punished. Prison already is the punishment. So when they have you in situations like that there, what do they expect from you? Norwegians in prison live better than probably the average American, which is wild. But you can see in the statistics on education, healthcare, violence. I mean, you can see the recidivism rates are really low. So if you go to prison in Norway, chances are you're not coming back. Now, I'm a law-abiding citizen all day, every day, these days. So the lesson here is to always just do the right thing and follow all the laws and stay out of prison.